Replace a grommet in a tent. Grommets are rings that are inserted into thin fabric to prevent these fabrics from tearing or getting damaged from thin rods that might poke through the fabric. These are usually made from metal, plastic, or rubber. Tents usually have grommets in them, since the rods could poke the tents and damage the fabric, leaving holes that would defeat the purpose of having tents at all. Grommets can also be used to attach ropes at the top of tents. This will make it easier for campers to stabilize their tents if they are expecting windy weather. Too much use of both the tent and the grommets could damage the fabric, since the grommet will pull on the fabric. Your goal is to salvage the fabric in the tent, so you need to repair this hole as soon as possible. One way to treat this is by changing the grommet in the tent. Below are steps on how to accomplish this. Get the items that you need. You will need a cardboard or a board, a hammer, new grommets, and a set of grommet cutting and setting tools. You may get this from your outdoor sports stores, so it can be easy for you to acquire them, especially since you own a tent already. Make sure that you have an idea of the measurements of your tent grommets so you will know which ones to buy from the shop. Inspect the damaged grommet. You should first see the extent of damage of the grommet. If you have observed that the grommet has merely popped loose from the tent fabric, it will be a fairly easy replacement for your grommets. If the grommet has made a tear or a hole in your fabric, then you need to fix this first before replacing a grommet. Fix the tent first. Before you replace the grommet, you should first fix the tent. Read up on the different ways of fixing the tent, and make sure that you do these properly so the damage won't get any bigger, and you will not have to replace it. Place the fabric on a piece of board. This will serve as support for when you attach the grommet. Make sure that you fit the cardboard immediately beneath the spot where you will put the new grommet. Take your grommet cutting tool and place this on top of the spot where you plan to put the grommet. Hit the cutting tool with the hammer to make a hole onto the tent fabric. Attach the grommet. Take the back piece of the grommet and insert it into the hole that you have created. Get the front piece of the grommet and place it this time at the top of the board. Attach the grommet setting tool on the new grommet and with the help of the hammer, tap it firmly so the grommet will be able to fold itself over the form tightly. Check if the grommet is securely fastened before you wrap up your work. If it is still a little too loose, use your hammer to firmly put it in place. Test the tightness of the grommet, and make sure that it isn't too tight as to create unnecessary pull on the fabric.